Alright guys, let's do some math. So recently someone commented on one of my videos questioning, do I think junior carriers should get paid as much as senior carriers in today's dollars? And probably not, okay? But what I want to show is that carriers actually taken a pay cut compared to our 2006 to 2011 contract. And I'm going to show you why. Okay, for the purpose of the comparisons in this video, I will not include CCA pay. CCAs were created in 2011 to 2016's contract. The contract that I'm going to compare here is strictly pay rates between regular carriers and PTFs between the contract year of 2006 to 2011, with the latest contract that we are currently still in, which is the contract from 2019 to 2023. Okay, this video is simply to show the stark difference in pays between the two pay scale system that's in effect today and the harsh reality between the pay difference between tier 1 carriers and tier 2 carriers. All mathematical equations in the video was provided by a CPI inflation calculator that I used on officialdata.org. Okay, so during the 2006 to 2011 national agreement, starting wages for a letter carrier were based off of a one-tier pay system, and within that system, the starting wage for a regular letter carrier was $20.82, which is approximately $43,300. There were 15 pay grade steps at that time, step A to step O, which took approximately 12.38 years to reach top pay. PTF under that national agreement starting wage was $21.66, or approximately $45,000 a year. Okay, so here's the math. Let's start mathing. So a starting city carrier for $20.82 in 2011 has the same purchasing power of $29.08 in 2024, which is approximately $60,500 a year. Okay, that was a starting letter carrier. Okay, now a PTF, same contract, 2006 to 2011. Starting rate, $21.66, has the same purchasing power of $30.25 in 2024, or approximately $62,920. Okay, so the calculator used a core inflation of 2.67% and a CPI inflation of 2.60 for a total inflation of 40.86 throughout the years of 2011 to 2024. So if we talk about today's starting rates and the time in between the steps, today there are 16 steps with an average of 14 years to reach top pay. Today a regular city letter carrier starts at $22.13, or approximately $46,000 plus or minus a year. Okay, a PTF starts at $22.24, or approximately $46,300 a year. So if we use that same calculator and we invert the numbers, so if we take today's dollars and compare what today's dollars would have been worth in 2011, if you take the starting rate of a city letter carrier of $22.13 in today's dollars, that's the equivalent of $15.84 in 2011 dollars, or approximately $33,000 a year. And if you take the starting rate of a PTF in today's money, which is $22.24, that's an equivalent of $15.92, or $33,000, $113 a year. So in order for letter carriers just to get back to a standard of living that we had 13 years ago, a $6.95 pay raise increase should be the beginning of negotiations. Will we get it? We probably won't. But the reason I made this video is so when older carriers use the argument that us junior carriers get a higher dollar wage than they did when they started, that may be true. However, the amount that dollar could buy today is significantly less than what it bought in 2011. Based off of this math, if we take what we make today, we've actually would have lost about $4 in 2011 if they start today's rate back in 2011. Okay, the interesting part is in 2011 max pay was $26.69. That is equivalent to $37.28 in today's money. However, max pay today is only $36.20. So what is that telling you, senior letter carriers? It's telling you guys that you guys have not received a raise, a fair raise. You have not received a fair raise in 13 years. In 13 years, you are making the exact same amount that you have been making since 2011. And in order to combat that, we need to give you guys that same $6.95 raise, which will bring max pay to $43.15. Guys, that's just basic math. That's not even including a fair wage for today's dollars. All that is doing is bringing us back to a fair contract from 2006 to 2011. This is bringing us back 13 years in time. Think about that for a second.